Hi Taurus, thanks for joining me for the February. I had to start the tape over because I kept saying June and I still want to say June. So for somebody out there, or many of you, there's something going on with June energy. Maybe last June or upcoming June, but this is absolutely the February reading. We're going to start with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck as always, my own creation. Then we're going to follow it up with the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card, also my own creation. Then, if you are a Patreon level 2 subscriber, we're going to do the Angels and Ancestors card. You can tune in for the bonus card reading. So let's get into our reading for February for Taurus. What's going on for Taurus in February of 2019? Oh, we got quite a few here. I'll take the top one and then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, I need 2 more cards for Taurus. Taurus February 2019. One more. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to start. Let me get these straightened out. And I want to tell you very quickly, also, I am offering a limited time reading that I offer periodically with the equinoxes. And this is for this upcoming spring equinox. For this, it's a seasonal reading. So it's a psychic reading predicting for you. I use mainly astrology, but it's still a psychic reading, whether I use the cards, astrology, whatever. And then we also pull an animal totem. Available for a limited time. Always real popular. Please check it out if you're interested. Well, the thing that I see in this spread for you right off is look at these angelic energies around. Wow. You've got the 2 biggies right here. You've got the Star card and then the Temperance card. So this is higher forces. This is spiritual energy, guidance, aiding you. The way the Star is really pouring down the stuff coming out of the urns. That just feels like blessings just pouring down on you. And they've been putting together, it feels like that, this card always reminds me of like they're putting together a plan. Okay, you pray and you ask and you wish, and then your guides and angels and higher self get together and say, okay, well, if she wants this, we can do it this way, and we'll add a little of this, and we'll put this situation will happen, and this and that. So it's all in the works. It's in the works for sure. 2 of Rods is here, so that talks about how we're looking, you see a way to go. You see a way, and you've got all this push behind you. You've got all this energy behind you, all this higher force, spiritual energy behind you, leading you, helping you, guiding you. You're beginning to see, because a lot of times it can be, time doesn't exist, but it does here on Earth in our 3D reality. So it can seem like a long time between asking and then it actually happening. You're going to start to see it. And the reason is that they had to get some circumstances and work things together. You're just unstoppable. You got the Sun card here, and it's just crazy how much that you're just shining. You see this spark. I think a lot of you have just been waiting for a long time. Like you've been asking and waiting and asking and waiting. And then finally, it starts to show up, and you're just ready. It just lights you up, and you're just raring to go, and you're just ready to go. Something that has been a stalemate, it seemed like a stalemate, you're going to get that back in some way. You may sidestep it and go in a totally different direction. That's kind of what this looks like, because this guy is not looking at this crap. He's looking off in another direction, and there's so much oomph and energy behind it. I think you might go in a different direction. I think you might just walk away from this finally and say, you know what, I've struggled, because I've struggled down here around this little cluster here. I've struggled with this enough. And that's you, by the way. I've struggled with this enough. I see another way to go. I'm just going to do it. And it's like, bam, the Spirit has been trying to get you to do this for a long time. That is why there's these higher forces are here. This is small. This is small, petty, small-minded. This is expanded, higher force stuff. That's really going to be busting through this month, really strong in a great way for you. And it could be just like that. It could just be just like that. Happen very quickly. I wonder if Uranus is going back into your sign in February. Maybe that's why things would be happening so quickly. Let me just take a little peek at that astrology on that one. When is Uranus going back into... no, actually, it's not. It's not going back in yet. But it's a precursor. It's probably coming in March, but it feels like that. It feels like it could just change really quickly, and that's awesome. This card also tells us things moving really quickly all of a sudden. So where you've been stuck, where you've been reaching a lot of obstacles, something you've been trying. Sometimes Tauruses, you know, you can be stubborn. Now, you know this is true. And you're fixed, and you have a hard time letting go of stuff sometimes. So this is something you're going to just let go of it, and bam, bam. And so sometimes when we're beating our head against the wall, it's because Spirit is trying to guide us to go a different way. If we can't get through, we can't get through. It's because they're trying to make us go in this other direction. And the less time you spend beating your head against that wall, the better it'll be for you. So, tune in, because you're going to get signs for sure. The way these things were sparkling and falling down, it feels to me like there's going to be all sorts of little signs and symbols and synchronicity and all kinds of cool stuff like that going on. So check it out. Pay attention. Obstinance. You know, drop the obstinance. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be right. What's that? I'm hearing that song, you may be right, I may be crazy, but it just might be a lunatic you're looking for. You may be wrong, but for all I know, you may be right. But what I'm getting from Spirit, what my guides are telling us, is it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter who's right or who's wrong. All that matters is you want to get to where you're going. You want to obtain what you need and what you're meant to have, and it could all really be coming. Usually I don't go ahead of any time, but I feel like, and I was saying June too. I don't know, I feel like it might be when the sun, by the time you have your solar return. I usually don't try to go outside of the month here, but it might be around your own birthday time, which is May, right, for most of you. So even though it's starting now, you might not really hit full throttle till maybe May, June. But let's see. Okay. Animal totem card for our Taurus friends for the month of February. The turtle. Slow and steady wins the race, right? That's turtle energy. Gaia, Pachamama, Great Mother. Ancient remnant of a bygone era. Knowledge of the ancestors. Deliberate, slow, and steady movement. Well, that's you all day long, too, Taurus. You deliberate, slow, and steady movement, that's Taurus energy. You can definitely roll with that. You know, that's definitely right in your wheelhouse. So, yeah, deliberate, slow, and steady action. But turning a corner, turning a corner is going to be your main thing here, your main mantra or headline here. Yeah, turning a corner. You're absolutely turning a corner. And you can do it. When I said that, I looked down at this turtle here, and you could absolutely do it with grace and ease. Turtles, even though they've got this big shell and all this stuff, when you see them in the water, they're very graceful. And this one, he's just floating. He's floating along. He is in tune with the water energy and possibly spirit, because water is spirit. And he, it could be. I'm hearing it's easy as falling off a log. That's an old tune. It's as easy, da da da, so easy, baby, easy, fall in love with you. Something like that. Well, maybe you fall in love. That's not really showing up so strong here, but Two of Rods is a kind of partnership, so that could be. Although I don't have anybody in the spread to talk about that. You'd have to get a private reading for something on those lines, but. Making a big turn and doing it with grace and ease. Doing it with ease, and it could just be so easy. Even though you want to make it so heavy, or you have this heavy energy about you being an earth sign, earth can be graceful. Earth can go with spirit. Earth can move through stuff, with ease. Stuff. Stuff. Okay, Taurus, so thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget about those equinox readings that are a limited time. And there's plenty of other readings, decks, books, t-shirts, all that stuff makes it continue to do the free readings here on YouTube each and every month. I appreciate all your support, donating, liking, commenting, sharing, everything that you do to keep the channel going. If you want to hit subscribe, it's down in this area here. If you want to, Patreon people, level 2, we're going to go ahead and pull one more card. So if you wanted to join in on that, there's links above and below to do that. Remember your love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of February, and I'll speak to you soon.